So away they go in the open women 4x15 and also the 40 plus 4x15. We'll keep you updated as we progress through the competition. But the most important thing, I've just heard word from Box Hill Athletic Club, the barbecue is now up and running. So if you are looking to stock up, looking to fuel up, the barbecue is up and running. And Box Hill will be selling refreshments, sausages and burgers throughout today's competition. Please make sure you are fed and watered throughout today and pop down to the Box Hill Barbecue for a friendly face and a burger or a sausage. So for you, those of you in the live stream, we welcome you. If you've just tuned in, welcome to Box Hill. You've brought the sunshine with you. And you will note there has been a change in the commentary team. Our Chief Executive, Glenn Turner, is on leave at the moment, sunning himself in Vietnam, and also Tim Crosby, our recreational team leader from Athletics Victoria, is on his travels in South America also. So we pass our hellos across to the national viewing spectators out there. But here back in Victoria, the sun is shining and we are well into the timetable for the Track Relay Championships for 2019. So while we are just underway on the track though, just a quick reminder that substitutions and check-in does need to be complete 75 minutes before the race starts. So we ask you to please make sure that all start lists, check-in sheets and substitutions are processed 75 minutes in advance. We also ask that age groups are checked by the team manager. The age groups are as at 31st of December. So that's 31st of December of this year. So please make sure you do comply with the rules and regulations on the age groups. We are streaming this live across the nation. We're streaming it live on YouTube through our Athletics Victoria YouTube page. So a big thank you to David Armstrong, and it looks like Hamish Bowman is leading the charge there on the camera. So we are streaming, as I mentioned. We also have live results. So if you are looking to keep track of today's results, please make sure you tune into the newly established and developed Results Hub application. So the application is online through Results Hub on the Athletics Victoria webpage, and that will keep you up to date with the live results. It will also show you the ladders for AVSL, some hot changes, some real big changes actually happening through round 5, and some key movers and shifters within the divisions, especially in Premier and Division 2. All top 4 teams have made their power play, so interesting developments after round 5. We're not even at the halfway stage within AVSL, so the strategies will come into play in the second half of the AVSL season. So at the moment, out on the track, Glenn Huntley lead the way. And hot on the heels is Athletics Essendon. We also have a special birthday in the venue today. One of our Victorian officials, Brian Moore, is 82 today. So a big happy birthday to Brian. One of our esteemed start team operators. And he is starting events today, so if you do get the chance, wish him happy birthday. 82 today, and he's been officiating for, I believe, probably 80 of those years. So yeah, so big happy birthday there to Brian. But as we then move back to the track, a changeover from Glenn Huntley. And it is critical, especially in these conditions with the sweat and the heat, the humidity does play a part. It's important to make sure that the changeovers are carried out efficiently and effectively. So at the moment, Glenn Huntley lead the charge, closely followed by Athletics Essendon. And it's Deacon by St. Stephen's. So they're quite evenly spread at the moment. Glen Huntly slightly extending the lead from the last lap. So it's a fine performance there from Glen Huntly as they take the charge. So once again, the Box-Hill barbecue is open. If you're looking to get some morning refreshments, please head down to the Box-Hill Athletic Barbecue in the kiosk, and they'll happily serve you up one of their tasty treats or refreshments, and they'll be selling beverages and food throughout today's competition. So you don't already know, Zatopek is only a matter of weeks away. Saturday, the 14th of December, here at Box Hill, the big one, Zatopek, on Saturday, the 14th of December. And what that means, as I mentioned before, 14th of December, it's the countdown towards Christmas. So for all those athletes out there that have coaches in mind, you do have an opportunity still to get out into the shops, avoid the Chadston rush, get down there to purchase some goods for your coaches or family members, friends, families, dogs, pets. Make sure you do get that Christmas list into Santa Claus. So, as I mentioned, Saturday the 14th of December, Zatopek here at Box Hill Athletic Club, and we'll welcome you all down here for another spectacular of athletics competition. So it's still Glen Huntly from Deacon. And the gap has slightly closed. So this will be interesting as the changeovers commence. The gap has slightly closed. So it's Glen Huntly, Deacon, St. Stephen's. 9 laps to go. So in preparation for this afternoon, you will notice that out on the infield we have the pens in position. For those of you that are familiar with the Relay Championships or even the XCR competition, the pens are there to assemble the teams later on for the 4x100 meters. So we will be calling those teams out this afternoon. So it's important when we do call you, the assembly point is the infield, and we'll have Athletics Victoria staff on hand to make sure that we marshal you effectively and efficiently to make sure you are out to the changeovers on time. So it's still Glen Huntly and Deacon battling it out for the 1-2. Strong lead, but the gap is closing quite considerably. 30-metre closure there, fine run there from Deacon. Now turn our attention back to the infield for the presentations. This time the men's 4x1500 metre relay for the open age category. And receiving the bronze medals, please put your hands together and congratulate St. Kevin's B team. Jonathan Guzman, Matthew Lynch, Callum Day and Tristan Mione. And our silver medalists, put your hands together and congratulate Mentone Athletic Club, Robert Capp, Sam Bunnage, Lockie Moorhouse and Michael Kernahan. And our 2019 4x1500 meter open men's champions, please put your hands together for St. Kevin's A team. Alexander Rowe, Ben Moynihan, Stephen Nucky and Tristan Day. So big congratulations there to St. Kevin's, also to Mentone and St. Kevin's B team, the men's 4x1500 meter open relay. So back on the track for the open women and also the 40 plus. Glenn Huntley still lead the charge. But once again, as mentioned before, the gap is closing, and it's closing even further now on the third leg. It's Glenn Huntley, Deacon, St. Stephen's, so the temperature is heating up. It's 21 degrees now down on the track here at Box Hill. And flickerings of the sunshine between the cloud cover. And athletes will be looking for that cloud cover at some stage throughout today, especially in these 4x1500s. So if you are just joining us on the live stream or within the venue, an update on event number 6, the one event at 12 p.m, the mixed under 18 4x400. This event will no longer commence and will go at final time as per the rules and regulations set out. And this will now go on Saturday the 14th of December at Zatopek. So the final will now go at Zatopek on the Saturday the 14th of December for the mixed under 18 4x400 relay. So that gap has changed drastically now. It's Glenn Huntley from Deacon. But Deacon just now extending the legs and looking to create some gap between Glenn Huntley and St. Stephen's. So this is an urgent call for the Old Scotch team manager to report into administration. So that's the Old Scotch team manager to report into administration, please. So in the 40 plus, we've got Diamond Valley, Glen Huntly and Bendigo still competing for the title. And in the open, as we head for 2 laps to go, it's Deacon from Glen Huntly. So the Glen Huntly gap between Deacon was originally between 60 to 80 metres. It's now an extension there from Deacon to Glen Huntly of approximately 50 to 60 metres. So Deacon continue to extend their lead in the open women's category. And Deacon really getting into their stride at this point. Some tough conditions out there, so we do ask the clubs and the spectators get behind all teams in today's track relays. And some strategies across the season already been played out. We did have the AVSL relays round 2 weeks ago, which was an opportunity for the teams to set their strategy, to pick their team, to operate trials and selections, and whittle it down to the last. So we hit the bell and Deacon lead the way. So it's Esther Keown from Deacon who leads. And Dana Deckers hits the bell, and already we've got a 100-metre gap now between Deacon and Glen Huntly. So we'll wait to see the third runner coming through. And it's Athletics Essendon in that third place. We've overtaken St Stephen's. So it's Esther Keown from Deacon Athletic Club who hits the straight. And she'll look to finish in lane 3. So a fine performance there from Esther and also from Deacon as they take the line in the Open Women's 4x15. Some fine running there from the Deacon athletes. So we see Dana Deckers now from Glen Huntly, 30 metres out from the finish line to take second. And a fine performance also from the Glen Huntly athletic team. And Lauren Connell there from a... And please do not cross the line, which will operate photo finish. So athletes, please make sure you do keep to the back straight for warm-up at all times. Not too far off, 12:25 also for the start of the medley timed finals. The anticipated medley relays. And the order will be a 2, 4 and 800. So this is where clubs, teams will look to apply some strategy around the event. some of these selections. So once again, the under 16 medley will commence at 12:25.